We're back.
What is going on?
Episode.
All right, episode 3.
Episode 3.
Episode 3. We're ready.
Get cozy.
So, some of you may notice if you're watching on YouTube or Spotify that we have changed the background.
Oh.
Painted the wall, did a little trim work. She added a shelf.
Yeah, because it's not me if there's no greenery, right?
That is true.
Had to add some greenery.
Add some of her character into it.
Yep.
So,
And I won on the color.
You did win the color.
You wanted black, gray,
Not blue.
not blue.
Yeah.
But we
It doesn't
got
look that
blue.
bad. It doesn't look that bad. It looks better.
No, it looks good.
On camera.
And you did a very good job on this trim, which looks very, very well. There's a lot more we wanted to do with it, but we would have really chewed each other's head off, like for real, if we kept going.
Yeah. In time, we'll add more to it.
Yeah.
It looks nice for now.
Yeah.
But anyways, we just jumped back into where we left off, kind of.
Yeah. Yeah. The last part we were talking about was the poop gloves.
Poop gloves.
And we put a picture of, is it
The
Robin Williams?
Yeah. From RV.
Yeah. Which
Yep.
we should watch that soon, actually. It's
We
a
should.
really, really good movie.
It's a good one.
And that pretty much was the scene. I mean, you weren't holding the tube up, but
Yeah, it didn't explode, but it kind of just exploded in the tube.
yeah,
But not really.
we learned so much.
Mhm.
Like, we're pretty much camper pros at this point.
Pretty close to it.
Kinda.
Pretty close to it. Yeah, that was a lot. We learned a lot in those 8 or 9 months we lived
Yeah.
in that camper.
Mm-hmm.
That was it seemed like a long time, especially those last couple months.
But did we talk about, like, why there was such a poop problem? I don't think we did. The owners before had...
Well, if you know anything about campers, whoever's listening, you have to flush your tank regularly.
Yeah.
Like flush your hose.
Yeah.
Or flush your tank, but
Yeah,
go through
and
the
the
hose, but
hose
anyways,
needs to be
yeah.
cleaned out, too. Yeah.
But anyways, long story short, the previous owners, they left their tank open, meaning that the liquids would go through the tube
Yep.
and the solids would not. So
Yes.
what that creates
Very
is a
poopy situation.
very crappy situation. Yes. It creates a poop pyramid where pretty much like over time the poop just kind of builds up and kind of solidifies from what I read, from
Into,
what we
like,
read.
actual, like, cement, pretty much.
It's hard.
Yes.
And so we had to,
And remember, they told us that was kind of an issue, but we were like, oh, yeah, it's fine. Like, we did not know.
it was an
We
issue.
did not know
It
what
was
we
an
were
issue.
getting into.
Yeah. And so we had to flush it
Mm-hmm.
so many times. But we were out there at least an hour, probably 2 hours, just flushing
Yeah.
and rinsing and flushing and rinsing, putting all types of solutions in there.
Oh, yeah.
It was
And we had to
awful.
change their hose to a new hose. That was, like, insane.
The smell was like nothing I've ever smelled.
Very, like, a demonic smell. That's what I said at that time. I remember. It's
It
very
was-
demonic. Very ungodly.
Unholy.
Yeah, unholy.
Yeah,
That's what it
it's
was.
an unholy smell.
It was so bad. And it was hot. It was the middle of July.
Middle of July.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was brutal.
Yeah.
That was brutal.
And your poop gloves
camper
that
was
you
good,
bought
though.
came literally up to here.
All the way up to my freaking shoulder.
Yeah, it was crazy. And then we got rid of it all. We fixed it.
Fixed her up.
Smell would come back every once in a while just because I think that's camper life.
Yeah, it
And
was
there
better
might
in
have
the
been
winter.
Some
But
other issues with our camper. But
yeah, the camper was great. Story for a different time, probably.
yeah, I mean, well, anybody can ask us if they
Yeah.
want. But really, we just have been getting comments about talking about the community in our life, right?
Mhm.
I feel like just with us sharing our testimony,
Yeah.
that was pretty easy
Yeah, it was
because
easy.
it was like our story.
Mhm.
But now we're transitioning into a dialogue about different topics or,
Right.
different questions
Yeah.
or,
And that's been difficult
yeah.
to like, because we want to keep this like as organic as possible. But we learned yesterday that there has to be some type of prep or some type of
Yeah.
whatever you call it. Because we tried it, we filmed yesterday and it was bad.
Very choppy. We trashed it.
Yeah, we did. Like
Because-
35, almost 40 minutes. We just deleted it.
It was very
It's bad.
forced.
Yeah.
It was not spirit led at all. It was very like we had a mission and we wanted to
And we
get
had
to
a
that.
long day. Like
This
from-
wall
from-
took way longer.
From like the time we woke up, and then we didn't record until like 9 o'clock or 8 o'clock or something like that.
Yeah, 8:30 was when we sat down to
we had a long
record.
day.
Yeah. So, but we're new to this. We don't do podcasts.
We're still learning.
Like, we're not
We
pros.
got so much to learn.
We listen to podcasts, but we don't do podcasts. So
Mhm.
now that we're in this position, it's, you live and you learn on this.
Yep,
Trial and error. We
y'all
had a
just
lot of trial
Coming
yesterday.
along to ride with us.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, we just get into community, I guess, and like how that's like important to us and just in general.
Yeah. Because like,
community's been a big part for both of our individual walks, and
Right.
then since we've been married as well.
yes.
Like the men's group when I was in Regen, and your women's group
Yeah.
in Regen.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that was.
Very vital to our healing journey.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, we've gotten comments about wanting to hear more about that, because that really is what took us from the beginning of us to
Mhm.
where we are now.
Yeah.
That thing that transitioned all of that
Mhm.
was obviously Jesus, but he used like his people.
Yeah.
He used like just us getting out of isolation.
And I pushed back pretty hard
Yeah.
on first Regen.
Yeah.
Because like I said in a previous episode, like I didn't want to just be in a group with a bunch of random people and just open up myself to everything.
Mm-hmm.
Or everything that I would give them, I guess. Like
Mm-hmm.
that was foreign to me.
Yeah. Nobody wants to do
But-
that. Like that's like so against how people just are naturally.
Because it's comfortable to like keep everything to yourself.
Yes.
For me, I can speak for myself. Like to me, like I'm very,
Mm-hmm.
at least I used to be very comfortable just doing everything by myself.
Yeah.
Even now, like even in our marriage, sometimes I'm like, yeah, I kind of want to just be alone.
Yeah. Which
That's
is
just-
okay sometimes. But
Yeah, I mean, obviously alone time is good here and there,
Yeah. But-
or often.
Uh,
No, sometimes I need a break.
sometimes we do this. Yeah. We're like, all right,
Sometimes she
you
needs a break.
you go play your game. I'm going to watch my TV show.
Yeah.
And we could be separated for a little bit. It's fine.
It works.
And then I end up missing you. So
Yeah.
then I want to hang out again.
That's true.
After a couple hours.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, so we're just going to talk about community and
Community, friends,
why it's important.
good friends, bad friends.
Yeah.
Or, you know,
And we'll just see where the dialogue takes us.
yeah. Like I said, we did like a little bit of prep, but like not a whole lot. We just,
Just a little outline.
we don't want to just like be up here talking and just like wasting our time, wasting y'all's time. Like we want to have something that's worth listening
Mm-hmm.
to.
And being relatable, like
Yeah.
being honest about the questions that we had
Yeah.
whenever people were trying to push us into community, or
Yeah.
whenever God was pushing us into community. It's like,
Because like, I mean, I've tried to like push Javon, like my brother,
mm-hmm.
into community.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, he's kind of like, why?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it's a good
And
question.
I mean, it is,
It's
it's
a
a
really
great
good
question.
question.
It's like, oh
Because it's kind of like one of
Yeah.
those things that like once you get into it,
Mm-hmm.
for me, I'm like, I can't ever see myself out of this.
Yeah.
But before, we forget
Mm-hmm.
how we were thinking at that time
Right.
when we didn't have it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think community can look different for everybody too, though.
Mhm.
It doesn't have to be like a church group or, you know, people your own age. I mean, for Regen, that's where we could start.
Okay.
Regen is where we got into community,
Mm-hmm.
which Regen was the 12-step program that we
Yep.
talked about in the first and second episode, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like we didn't want to do it. We got into
I
it.
for sure didn't.
Yeah. Why?
At all.
Why did you not want to get into community?
Well, it's kind of like what I said before. I was just okay with. I guess my answer would be like I thought that I could just handle everything by myself.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes I still feel like I can.
Whenever you say handle things yourself, do you mean like the problems that you had, or like the things that you were doing that you didn't want to be doing anymore?
Or maybe because there was times where I wanted no community just because of like my introverted ways. Like I was perfectly fine just doing life by myself, or like, you know, like with my friends. But like when I say being by myself, I mean like my problems, whatever that be, mentally or spiritually. Like I figured that I could just pray about it, I guess, and like that's all I needed. Like if God can't do it for me, then like why do I need to go to someone else?
That's good. If God couldn't do it for me, if I can't just pray about it and it go away, then how is somebody else going to help? Dang.
That was kind of my mindset.
That's really deep.
Yeah, that was That's kind of my mindset, because I mean, just from that statement alone, it's like, well, yeah, I mean, that makes sense. Yeah. I mean, it still kind of makes sense to me now. It's like, if God can't do it, then how can some person or group of people?
Yeah. So that's why you didn't. I think I was kind of the same way. Why I didn't. Actually, for me, a big part of why I didn't want to be a part of community is because I knew that I was going to have accountability and I was going to have to give stuff up, and I didn't want to.
See, I didn't even know anything about it. Like I didn't know what community would look like.
Yeah. Yeah.
I didn't have any example like of biblical community. I didn't have like any real example per se. So
what community is. Yeah. Well, that was why I didn't want to do it, because I knew that I was going to have to give stuff up, and those people were going to keep me accountable. Also, and I didn't want to do that.
Like, do you think you have to be ready for community?
No.
Or
no.
Like your heart?
No, because
like, do you think your heart has to be ready for community, or you think you just get into it and then see what happens? Like for me, that's kind of how it was.
I didn't get into community until I was desperate for it.
Well,
and
that's
even
what I mean.
then, my flesh was literally fighting me from showing up.
Yeah.
Like the anxiety I had, and like the wanting to like literally run to the bathroom and not go back in there.
Yeah, I guess I was a mixture of both. Like, yes, I wanted help, but also I don't know. Like, yeah, I was at a point where I wanted help.
You almost have to be, like, for some people, I think it's just desperation. Like, you just have to be desperate enough. But also, whenever you ask, do you think you have to be ready? I don't think you're ever going to be ready to get community. I don't think you're ever going to want community.
Yeah.
Really. So, you kind of just have to, like, search for it. I mean, really.
So, it was like, yeah, I wanted, like, the help, but also I wanted to be... But also I was like, let me just see what this is like, because I don't know what it's like. So it's just kind of like I know I need help. Is this how help is going to be given?
So
I tried praying.
I have a question for you. After you started showing up to Regen, what was it that kept you in that community?
That's a good question.
Like, was there ever like an aha moment or like a light bulb moment of like, oh, this is where I need to be? Was there somebody that shared a story? Was there somebody that was raw first? Or
that's a really good question.
Yeah, because I've never asked you that question. And we did not write that question down.
I don't know if I've really thought about that. I don't know. I think what it was, I think it was just the relatability
with other people in there?
like the other guys. It's like, dang, I'm not the only one that's like jacked up.
And you're still friends with those guys.
Yeah, all of them.
Still, yeah.
And that was 3 years ago or so. But I think that was what it was. It's like, I'm not the only one that's dealing with whatever I'm dealing with.
Right.
You know, money problems, or, you know, lust, or, you know, whatever, like everything. Like, it's like, I'm not the only one. Okay, I guess I'll just keep going and see how they're dealing with it. Because at that point, I wanted help. I didn't know how I was going to receive that help. So that was just like, okay, let me just try this. Seemed to work. I mean, it's working still.
Yeah. You're still in it.
It's always going to be working, but
right. I mean, you're not still in Regen, but you're still in community.
Yeah. That's probably what it was for me, like just the relatability.
Which is what we want to be for other people. Is like, that's why we're the first to say what our sins were, or what our all of our mess was, because we're just like any other person. Like we are literally all the same.
Yeah.
From pastor to prostitute to, I mean, you name it. Like, we're literally all the same. We all have a lot of struggles. And I feel like people just need to know that. People just need to realize that we're all the same. The sermon today was really good.
Mm-hmm.
Mike Finley preached today, and it was about like repentance.
Yeah.
But also no condemnation.
Mm-hmm.
Like, whenever you feel convicted, I thought that was so good.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever you feel convicted about something, or like, just by that I mean just like that something that you're doing is wrong.
Mm-hmm. Or like that guilt or shame.
The guilt or shame, it's not condemnation. It's not God pointing at you saying you need to fix that.
Mm-hmm.
It's him saying,
it's an invitation. That's what he said.
It's an invitation.
Yeah.
It's basic. I saw it as like God saying, like, yeah, I never wanted you to be in that. So let me just go ahead and get you out of that. Just follow me. Follow this conviction.
Mm-hmm.
Obey what I'm saying right now with whatever it may be, even though it's scary and you don't want to give it up.
Yeah.
Like for me with Regen, I did not want to give up drinking.
Yeah.
I was terrified the first night, by the way. The first night my group challenged me to go 24 hours without drinking.
I remember that. I think I remember that.
We were still talking at that point.
Okay.
Because that was week 1.
Yeah.
That was week 1. They asked me they literally challenged me to go 24 hours without drinking. And I had not done that in years. Seriously.
Yeah. But
And
also,
I thought I was going to die.
I was just thinking of a story real quick. Also, I was thinking about like when I was vaping. Like I wasn't in community when I stopped vaping.
Yeah.
It was my brother Jalen. I'm pretty sure we were living at
the sweet 3-story
Yeah.
house.
We were living there, and I was talking to him about it, I believe, and I could be messing up the story. I'll probably have to call him and ask him. But I like took one last hit of that vape, and I think he said like, "Why don't you just throw it in the lake?"
And you
I
did?
threw it in the lake. And like that was the end of it.
Yeah. It was probably burnt too. You know how vapes get after you like you don't want to go buy another one and it's already burnt, but you're like so addicted that those things are terrible.
Yeah, horrible.
Worst things ever. I mean, not actually, but they are terrible.
Don't do it.
Don't ever do it. They're so addicting.
If you're doing it though,
whatever, but you hate it too. You hate how much you rely on it.
It's not that great.
Have you ever met one single person who vapes or smokes and says they love it, like they love that they have that addiction?
No, I haven't.
It costs money.
I haven't.
It costs money. Those things are not cheap.
They're not cheap.
And your breathing is terrible, and you like wheeze. Is that what it's called? Wheezing?
Yeah. Yeah. I think the only reason I brought that up is because it's not to say that if you're not like in a biblical community that you can't still overcome
things,
like that was an addiction. Like vaping was an addiction. But like I didn't need like a biblical community or like a group of, a wise counsel to say, hey, stop vaping. It was just my brother Jalen.
Dang, you gave it up so easy, and for me, it was the hardest thing to quit.
And that's not, and that also...
It was harder than not drinking.
Yeah. But that was also, like, that had to have been a God thing, too.
Yeah.
Because, like, it's hard to just cold turkey.
Yeah.
Drop an addiction.
It was very hard. I felt like I lost my best friend when I threw away my vape.
Anyways.
I remember calling you and just, like, crying about it. And you're like, I can't do this.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
But going back to... you at Regen, like not that first 24 hours
of
not drinking.
Yeah.
What was that like?
I was terrified.
Yeah.
I had so much anxiety.
Like, did it help? Like, were you talking to them throughout that day or days?
Yes, I was talking. You stopped drinking
for a long time.
I was talking to them.
Yeah.
I was talking to them that first night even about like how hard it was. And I legit thought I was going to die. Like the enemy had literally convinced me.
Okay. I have a question though.
Okay.
Because we both, I feel like a lot of people, they go through like phases of like with any addiction or like any like bad habit, I could say, like, oh, I'm gonna stop drinking, oh, I'm gonna stop smoking, and then take a break. So like, what was the difference in, you know, previously you tried to stop drinking or taking breaks, then not in a biblical community or like that type of, you know, group, but why did it work when you were in that group?
Oh, I talked to somebody about this at church today about this same thing. So you're asking me what was the difference? Like, why did it work?
Like whenever, like the difference between like when you were just
taking a break,
versus, not going to church, not really praying a whole lot, and like I don't think.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. What was the difference? Well, for me, it was
because even then you still wanted, like there was times where like you wanted to stop and you would take breaks, or I would take breaks,
but then we'd go right back into it, partying. Yeah.
Like, what do you think the difference was?
The difference for me, I can tell you, was the community and the fact that they were my accountability. Like, they were checking in with me all the time. Have you had a drink? Are you, if you could right now, why would you? Like, what, like getting down to the deeper problem, because I learned through that whole process, drinking was not the problem. There was a problem underneath that problem. And that was me trying to numb myself from all the loneliness that I was going through and all of the self-hatred I was going through and a lot of condemning myself.
So if you had, during that time period, if you were to, you know, go to them and say, hey, you know, I got drunk last night, I got messed up, how would that have been handled?
They would have loved me through it.
Because
I actually remember my leader, Lori, told me that I was going to... She didn't say you're going to relapse. Yeah. She basically said when you relapse, give yourself grace.
I feel like that's another reason why some people don't want to even mess with Christianity or like the church, because they don't want to be, you know, if they say...
We just talked to somebody about that today, too.
Yeah, like if they say, oh, I'm going to stop drinking, and then they...
I'm gonna let the dogs out real quick. So I told you they would have handled it with grace, and they told me that because like there's no condemnation. You know what I mean? Like.
Okay. Yeah. I think what I was gonna say was that's maybe like, do you think? It's not even a question. Like some people, that's the reason why they don't want to be involved with a church or Christians. Or whatever, you know, Christ followers, however you want to word it. Because how it might be handled. Like if they say, oh, I'm going to do this, and they mess up, like who wants to be condemned about it? Yeah. And that's with anything. It's not just drinking or, you know, whatever, just anything. Like they want to be handled with love. And
but you said something earlier about being fully known, like something about isolation versus being fully known.
On my question?
Yeah.
The one I wrote down?
Yeah.
I can just read it.
Okay.
I don't remember it. I was going to try to memorize it, but I didn't have enough time.
Well, I think that's a perfect segue into that question, though, because you were talking about how that might make people steer away from community because of how it might be handled. And I think that's a fear of not wanting to fully be known.
Yeah, I'll just read it.
Which that is what you do. That's what happens in community is you are fully known, which is so scary.
I mean, that's the best way to do it. You know, it depends on the person. Like not everyone opens up and like lets everything out.
No.
But
that's why with our community groups, they opened up first, which then allowed
when someone else is vulnerable first, it's easier to be vulnerable.
Right.
But my question I was going to ask you, but the question was, do we actually enjoy being alone, or have we just learned that being alone is safer than being known?
Yeah. It is safer. Man, that makes me think of the book we just read, or are reading, the Timothy Keller book, because he says something just like that. I knew I should have brought it in here.
Yeah, it's all right.
What is it called, the book?
I don't remember. I don't remember what it's called.
The Meaning of Marriage.
The Meaning of Marriage. Yeah.
but that what he talked about goes along with this question wasn't even about marriage. It was just about being fully known.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I have a question. What was your biggest fear
That's such a good question.
about being fully known? We'll go back to that question.
Mm-hmm.
But what was
we'll
your
have to
biggest
touch back on
fear
that.
about being fully known?
My biggest fear about being fully known?
Yeah. Fully known as in like the stuff, because in Regen we went through the step of inventory, and you put down the stuff that you always swore you were going to take to your grave. Remember?
Some of it wasn't that deep. It was just more so like, why does this need to be talked about to someone else?
So now, after doing that, though, why do you think those things need to be talked about? Or do you? There's a lot of questions there.
That's also a good question. Yeah, that's also a good question. I think it's freeing to talk about things that happen in private. You know, like pornography was like a huge thing for me.
Me too.
Like,
it was a huge thing.
Who wants to just talk about how they have a problem with that?
Yeah.
To strangers.
Yeah. Well, especially in a world where that's like normal.
Yeah.
Like I can't even tell you how many other friends that I used to have that was just like, well, yeah, that's like a normal thing, and he's gonna do that. And it's like, no, that's not what's best for us. You know,
like, for the sake of the question,
in so many ways, but
for the sake of the question, like that's just one example. Like, why would I want to talk to somebody about that? The other question: do you actually enjoy being alone, or have you just learned that being alone is safer than being known?
That is such a good question.
It's a really deep question.
Do you actually enjoy being alone? Or have you just learned that being alone is safer than being known? That's definitely the answer, is the second part of it. Because nobody really, I don't think, enjoys being alone. Because we're not made to be alone.
Yeah. Like, truly being alone is not it.
Like, that's not our innate. I love that word when you say that word. It's not, how would you use that word? It's not innate.
It's like not our, it's not in our innate behavior. It's not an innate behavior.
It's not, yeah. Like, it's not, we're not made to be alone.
Yeah.
Like, oh, that was something that I was reading Genesis, and they would talk, somebody was talking about how, like, the one time that God said something is not good is whenever he was alone. So whenever God created,
or man was alone.
Yeah. Whenever God created the world and everything in it at that time, like all of it, the water, the sky,
everything,
everything, he said all of it was good. But then the one thing that he said was not good was for man to be alone.
Yeah.
So then he created Eve from man. And so it's literally from the very first book of the Bible, which, I mean, if you believe that, then, you know, you understand it. If you don't, then it's like, well, I don't believe that. But
looking back at myself, I'll speak for myself only. Like, I was very okay with being alone. I was very okay. Like, like I wanted, not like being alone. Like, I knew I always wanted to get married, and like I kind of always had like women around. So like not alone in that sense, but like I guess you have to break down what does it mean to be alone? Like alone in the sense of just who you're around, or like alone mentally, or like alone spiritually. Like, I
think alone is as in like not being known. Really?
Yeah.
Because I was just thinking about that. Like, back to our story, whenever we were both being super toxic and sleeping with other people, like, I mean, I told you whenever I moved out of my parents' house, I was never alone.
Yeah.
I always had a guy over. But I still felt so alone. Even though I always had somebody with me, I still felt the most alone I've ever been, ever in my life. Because none of them knew me.
I feel like that's pretty common.
Let them know me.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't even know myself.
Yeah.
I didn't want to know myself.
Yeah.
Really?
It's deep.
So, I don't know. It's I I mean, that's a really good question. And did you ever answer my question about what was it about being fully known that you were scared of, or why did you not want to be fully known?
I don't know if I answered it fully. Say it again. Why did I not want to be fully known?
Yeah, why did you not want to be fully known?
I might have said it already. Like, I think just the fact of opening up about things that are personal, opening up to other people that I don't know, or anyone in general, even like.
But what was deeper than that? Were you scared of that because of being rejected?
No, I think it was more so like
Being judged?
maybe judged, especially the times where I was like already trying to work through some of those things myself, or like through just praying. It's like maybe I don't have to open up, because eventually I'll get to the other side and it doesn't even have to be talked about.
Right.
But like talking about is kind of the powerful part
Yeah.
about it,
Yeah.
especially when you're
Getting
on the
it
other
out
side.
in the light.
Yeah, that's part of your
saying it.
testimony.
Yeah.
It's harder when you're going through it and like literally fighting through it. That's tough, but
Yep. But bringing it to light like diminishes the power that it has
really does.
on you.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I guess that'd be my answer.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Some deep questions. So I'm like sitting here thinking
I know.
pretty hard.
So
What you got?
did we ever answer why, or I don't even know if we asked it, why is community important? We've kind of gone off on little trails,
Yeah.
but why is it important? And I can speak for myself if you want me to first.
Sure. Because like one can say, oh, well, it's biblical. But that's like,
It's like a short, kind of like,
I wouldn't say it's a cop-out answer.
but
But like to someone who's not a Christ follower or
Yeah.
a believer, like they're like, okay, well, I don't believe in that.
Right. Right.
So why do I need community? Or one can say, well, I have a good group of friends already.
Yeah.
What's different from my
That's
friends?
a very
and
challenging question.
yeah.
Because all I can say is
it's
just
so
what
layered.
I've witnessed. Like
Yeah,
what's
yeah.
happened for me.
Go for it.
What's happened for me is like that's where the most change happened was because of the accountability. Not just the accountability, but also just like the relatability to other people. And whenever you know that you're not alone in something, it gives you that much more power to fight whatever it is that you're trying to fight. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like, whenever I was in Regen, I could confess things and know that I wasn't going to be judged for it. Like, I knew that. Even though I felt like it was literally me fighting myself on whether I should say some things or confess some things,
Yeah.
I still knew that I was going to be accepted, but I still didn't want to say it. But then once I did, like, I felt like this massive weight just come off of me.
Yeah.
And so they empathized with me. Is that a word? Empathized. Right. Okay. Anytime I say something on a microphone, I feel like I'm saying everything wrong. I don't know what that's about, but if this wasn't here, I'd be able to say words.
Just keep pushing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like gutted it.
We gutted it out. We tore everything out. Yeah.
Anyway, they were just able to like go through it with me. Like they were actually bearing my burden with me and actively prayed for me. I don't think a random friend group who like aren't in biblical community, I don't think, right, are really praying for each other.
I'm trying to think about, I mean, if it's not a biblical community, probably not, but I'm trying to think of.
I mean, did we do that? Think of us
That's
in
what
our
I'm trying
friend
to think
group.
of. Yeah. And that was like the best friend,
We
the
were
best
close.
friend group I've had.
And we were tight.
Yeah, we were. I mean, we all did everything together.
Right. But I don't think we had our actual well-being for each other in mind first. Whereas I feel like in community, biblical community, we are choosing to like actually love each other. Praying for each other when we know we're going through something hard that week or about to go through something hard. And reaching out, asking if we can help. I just don't see that happening in other just like random friend groups or even like you know what I'm saying?
I'm just trying to.
I'm trying to think of a better way to word it, but I
Yeah.
can't. That's like
Yeah, I'm just really thinking back on that friend group because,
Mm-hmm.
like, I would say that we loved each other. Like, we all cared for each other, and like, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. But I think sometimes it was like self-serving friendships, like what we were trying to get out of those friendships.
Could be.
You know, like who wanted to show up to the bar alone? You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
you look so much cooler when you show up with a big friend group, and we did, and we looked super cool. We also wanted to hang out with each other,
Yeah.
but at the same time, that wasn't the only motivation for doing that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, sure, I can take a Snapchat photo of myself, but I'm going to look way cooler if I have other people behind me in that photo acting like we're having fun. And we were having fun. That wasn't acting, that was real.
Yeah, it was.
But you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I think there was a little bit of like selfishness in that too. And I'm not saying all of our friendships were like that.
Yeah, no, they weren't.
But there definitely were a majority of them that weren't like us wanting to serve one another.
I think that may be like a key point, like serving one another. Because like a lot of our friendship, like our friendships with people, like the friend group, was just really just drinking and like having a good time.
Yeah.
Like it was
that was
fun.
pretty much the extent
Yeah, it was
of
fun.
it.
Like that was kind of it.
Like there were no goals, really. There was not. I don't remember anybody like pushing us to do good or to like. I don't know.
Because then you gotta define what is good.
Yeah, what is good? I don't know.
It's hard.
Yeah,
it's hard, and this is not scripted.
No, we didn't even like
We wrote down like
write
3 questions
down
and,
anything. But it's a good question.
I mean, it definitely should get you thinking.
It's getting us thinking.
It's getting me thinking.
I'm like,
Drawing a blank.
yeah. So I think that, but now I'm just trying to remember what my life was before getting into community and how, because that's what you asked me.
Yeah.
How was that different than what you had then? Why was it easier for me to quit drinking with community than it was with just the regular friend group who were taking breaks here and there as well?
Yeah.
You know, it was different in biblical community because I had accountability. I had people that were walking through it with me. I was also keeping them accountable, which that'll do something to you.
Yeah.
If you're having to keep somebody else accountable, that's that does something to you too. And I can't even really explain that one. That's just, you're given a responsibility, and sometimes you don't know you can take on that responsibility or fulfill that role until you're in it, until you're thrown into it. Sometimes you just have to be thrown into it. And I was holding other people accountable of things too. And not only that, we were consistently meeting. Yes, with our friend groups,
Like
we were
intent.
with intent. Yes. And, wanting to get all the updates. And not only that, like after meeting that much, like you really knew those people, like, and they really knew you.
Like I knew all those people way more than I knew any of my friend group.
Yeah.
And I had way more fun with that old friend group.
Yeah.
I had way more fun. Like in Region, like the group of guys I was going to meet with, we just met for a couple hours once a week.
Yeah.
And I knew them way more. And that was only a year long. I knew them way more than any of those, way more than the people we hung out with for years.
Yeah. Because we weren't opening up about what we're going through, because we didn't. Why would we?
Yeah.
Like back to what you were saying. Why would I do that?
Yeah.
And I don't know. For me, it was, well, I don't want to have to change. That's why I wouldn't. Because then you're opening a whole can of worms that you don't want to get into. Because why?
Yeah.
But then after getting into community, you found out why. Because you're actually living life the way life was supposed to be lived in the first place, which is in community. Which I guess kind of takes me to a question I have for you.
Okay.
Is, so kind of segueing, we're talking about community, but let's talk about community versus church.
Okay.
So.
Lay it on me.
Okay. Do you get more out of Sunday church or life group? And by life group, I mean community.
Like our life group? I would probably say in this season, our life group,
Okay. Why?
because it kind of goes, I wouldn't say it's like a comparison of what we were just talking about, but
Mhm.
the life group, we meet mostly just once a week, but for 4 hours,
And our life group is us and 5 other couples,
5 other couples,
married
and
couples.
we get to work through our problems with them. We get to work through their problems
With them.
with them as a whole, as a collective.
Mm-hmm.
And church we go to is only 45 minutes to an hour.
Yeah, of
And
somebody
then,
preaching.
yeah.
I mean, you worship and
Worship
then preaching.
and hear the message, and then you kind of go home.
Yeah.
I mean, you can only get so much out of
Mm-hmm.
like a 45-minute message. And I'm not saying that I want to go to a church that's 4, 5, 6 hours long. I'm not saying that,
Yeah.
necessarily, but
yeah.
like there's just a deeper relationship
Right. With the smaller group.
with the smaller group, and you can like really get into, I don't know what,
the nitty gritty.
yeah.
The real like questions that you have.
Mm-hmm.
Because I mean, whenever we go to our church, it's not like the pastor's preaching or one of the pastors is preaching and you get to like immediately be like, well, I disagree with that, or what do you mean by that? It's not like a question, a Q&A. Yeah. Whereas life group, we do do that.
Yeah.
And and I think that that's the way that like it should be. I think, yes, go to church, and we could talk about that maybe later or in this one about, is church important? That'd be a good one.
Yeah.
Did Jesus go to church? Or, I mean, we can talk about that, but from what I see as far as like scripture, Jesus was involved in a lot of small groups. Like he was in the disciples, he was in a small group. That was a small group of 12 people.
Yeah.
That's funny. Our group is 12 people.
13, but yeah.
13.
Him plus 12.
Oh, yeah.
But who's counting?
That's funny.
Yeah.
The 12 disciples. Yeah, that doesn't include Jesus, does it?
No.
That's really funny.
No. Why is it funny?
I've never thought of that. I just always assumed he was one of the 12.
The
I don't
13.
know.
Yeah. But
So yeah, I mean,
I think if all of your food is coming from church, like if you're just like if all your spiritual food is coming from like an hour service,
how's that going to sustain you?
Yeah.
Like throughout the week.
Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like with our life group, we typically only meet once a week. We maybe try to like hang out with other couples throughout the week, but we can call them whenever. We can reach out to them whenever.
Right.
And we do. And we keep each other accountable. Like if we're going through something, texting the group chat, blah, 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 blah. Can you pray for me? Or blah, 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 blah. Like I need to talk to somebody.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
or something as simple as, hey, we're needing a new fridge. Anybody know of where to get the cheapest fridge? Or if you see one or know someone,
just
like
literally doing life with other people.
And sharing it all.
Not like
in there too.
Not like living my life.
Yeah.
And like other people are like in it. Like doing life.
Yeah.
It's
like
it's a difference. There's
the
a difference.
cool thing about our community group, which is our life group, is that like we're all on the same playing field, which I think is so awesome. Like, of course there's leaders, but we're also all on the same playing field.
Yeah.
Like we're all the same. Nobody, and I think our group is really rare in that way.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't know. I haven't been in a lot of groups.
Yeah.
But it seems like it's pretty
raw and open and very transparent about everything, which is super cool.
Yeah.
And we've had conflict in our group.
Yeah, we have.
We've had some conflict. And I'm happy it happened.
Yeah.
I would not have changed a thing.
Yeah.
I'm very happy that we had conflict and we got to literally practice out how to handle conflict in community the right way. Which I've never done, by the way. That was the first time I've ever done that with other believers.
I think same. Isn't that kind of sad though?
It is sad, but also not really, because that's, I think, how it was supposed to happen.
I'm just saying, like, sad that that was the first time we
Oh,
ever
yeah.
handled, like,
Oh, handled it the right way?
yeah,
Yeah.
like, handled, like, a pretty big conflict.
Mm-hmm.
Seemingly big.
What is the right way?
After we talked, huh?
What is the right way to handle conflict?
Well, I mean, I think it's better to handle conflict sooner than later, which
Okay.
it was handled pretty soon.
Yeah.
But there was prayer that was involved.
Mm-hmm.
There was,
Well, I was just saying, like, in general, like, if somebody were to ask us, well, how do you handle, like, conflict or, like, problems that you have with people in your group? What's the right way to handle that?
you go to them.
You go to them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You go to them.
Yeah. And that was hard.
Yeah.
We did. And that was hard.
That was scary.
Very scary.
Mm-hmm.
Wanted to throw up.
Yeah. Because it was like, I mean, it involved like half of the group.
Yeah.
And like half of it was like the leaders of the group.
Yeah.
So it was like,
It's so
how
scary.
How do I like approach the
But
leaders of the
really, it came down to we didn't know the whole situation.
group? Yeah.
Like, we
Yeah,
didn't
it
know.
ended up not being that big of a deal.
Yeah.
It seemed like it was, but it really.
But moral of the story is we had conflict with our
Mm-hmm.
life group.
Mm-hmm.
And it was so big of a conflict that we wanted to leave.
Yeah. And another couple wanted to leave.
Yes. Like, we wanted to leave the group and we wanted to leave the church
Yeah. We seriously considered it.
because we were just so.
It was almost not a consideration.
angry.
It was almost like, yeah, this is what's happening.
This is what's going to happen. And then we prayed, like, God, if you want us to stay here, like, something's got to happen. Like, you got to do this one.
Yeah.
Because we're ready to go.
Mm-hmm.
And he did. He did do something.
Yeah.
And it was awesome. And we're still there. And I'm happy we didn't leave.
Yeah.
And Lord willing, I mean, obviously I don't know the future, but I hope we never leave. I hope those people are always a part of our lives.
Mm-hmm.
2 of them don't get an option to be a part of our lives because they're my sister and brother-in-law. Your brother-in-law and sister-in-law.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, okay. So that answered my question about, well, do you get more out of Sunday church or life group? I think the obvious question there is, and anybody who is in life or in a community group would say the same thing, I'm sure, is, yeah, you probably get more out of your life group, but also church is vital.
Yeah, it's important. That's not to like lay a turd on church.
No.
But like if you are a genuine Christ follower, you have the same Holy Spirit that your pastor has.
Right.
I mean, a pastor may have a different calling on their life, but I still have the Holy Spirit, like you have the Holy Spirit.
Yeah.
And, you know what I mean? So like that's
And the Holy Spirit speaks straight through the person that's preaching, which, like today, as a perfect example, is something that we both needed.
Yeah.
Like, desperately needed.
Yeah.
So we went to a Sunday service this morning, got fed, and now this evening we get to go to our life group and talk about it.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it kind of goes hand in hand. I guess we just answered that question where it's both.
It is both.
It is both. So I guess another question along those same lines is, what if a person just had a question like, well, how about I just be in community and not church?
I mean,
I don't know. We
I
could
don't
just
know.
wait till that's even a
then
question.
that gets into like, I don't know. Cause like it says somewhere in the Bible, like don't forsake the assembly or something. So like if you're wanting to be, I don't know if that would be the religious answer or if that's just like, you know, it's probably wise to go to church and like be surround yourself around
other believers.
But some people, I don't know, some people may have like be church hurt and like they don't want to go to church, but they want, you know, Christ, like other believer friends.
Yeah.
So I don't know. That's a
kind of
difficult
like
question.
what we were talking to our friend about this morning about religion versus Christ follower, Christianity versus Christ follower.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I actually just thought of something, but with any complaints that I have about my church and even community group, it's like I am trying to make heaven here. The diversity, the union, everybody being on the same page. Like, where are you going to see literally everyone on that same thing here on earth? I don't think you are.
Probably not.
I don't think it was ever meant to be on this side of heaven. But there will be on the other side, and I'm stoked about it. And anytime I even get close to what that's going to be like, anytime I get close to feeling what that's going to be like, I get so excited. Like bringing heaven down.
Yeah.
You know?
Yep. Good amount.
I think ultimately we're trying to figure out where we want to go direction-wise with the podcast. That's why yesterday was so hard, because we were forcing conversation, dialogue that just wasn't there. First of all, we just had a really hard day, so it was hard to want to dialogue with you, and vice versa, I'm sure.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm sure. But ultimately, we want to let dialogue flow naturally. And, you know, we did want to cover our poop story about the camper.
That was crazy.
But then we also felt led to talk about community. And not only that, we were asked to kind of talk a little bit about that, which
it's been a vital
really
part of
very
our story.
vital.
And still is. I mean, there's certain things like in our marriage that, not saying that if we didn't have a group, we wouldn't have gotten through it, because we would have, but it made some things a lot easier.
It's a little debatable.
Well, you're saying we would have got divorced over some of the
No,
things. Okay, well, that's what I'm saying.
I'm not saying divorce, but I do think that, like,
We would have gotten through it.
we would have gotten through it, but I don't think, like, it was just nipped in the bud, I would say, with community.
Okay, but
Like,
yeah.
when-
Either way, we would have gotten through it.
Yes.
Because okay, so then what is not getting through it?
Resentment being built is what I'm saying. If
Okay.
we didn't have community, whenever we go through hard things together in our marriage, like say I do something and it really pisses you off and you're hurt, and then, because this tends to happen, this is very real life, we try to talk about the situation, we try to get over it, but then it's like there's literally a wall there where we are not hearing each other.
Yeah, 'cause
we're
we're
really
both just
not
mad.
hearing each other. Yeah. And everything that's said just makes the hole deeper and deeper. Without community in those areas, we are not given like any sound judgment, any sound, like legitimate help, really.
Well, it's just like a buffer sometimes, having community.
Yeah, but it's also like getting into like what the actual problem is.
Yeah.
And having other people that went through it. Because like our leaders are older than us and have gone through all of the things
Just
that
live more life, have more experience.
have kids of their own who are
been
married
for
a long
longer.
time, and there's been stuff that happened in their marriages, you know, so it's just, I don't know, and I just know that they love us and they want what's best for us. Whereas I think a normal friend group, our old friend group, would be like, well, she pissed you off, like, you don't have to be married to her. Like, say I do that same thing repeatedly over and over again. Well, you could just get divorced. Our group isn't like that, where it's like, oh, you could just do that. It's like, no, we made a covenant. We made a promise.
We ain't getting divorced.
We're not getting divorced. It's not an option.
So that's what I'm saying. We would have got through it.
We would have gotten through
Whether
it. But
it took a long time or
I'm
not.
saying the resentment just keeps building to a point that people without community, it builds up so much to a point where divorce does happen later on.
Yeah.
Because that resentment never got dealt with early enough.
Yeah.
You know? So.
Yes. But.
Okay. Playing devil's advocate over here.
No, I'm just saying, like, either way, we would have gotten through it. I just keep saying the same thing.
Yes.
Even with the resentment and everything you're saying, like,
yes.
I feel like that still we still could have taken care of that. It might have just taken way longer.
It would have taken way longer.
And it probably would have been it would have been a bumpier ride in our marriage.
We might still be fighting about it.
But
yes,
community has helped
so much
significantly,
like
with some of our major fights and problems.
Yeah. And I'm not even saying our community group is just people. Yeah. Those are people that God specifically put in our life when he did for a very specific reason.
Yeah, I'd say so.
I fully believe that.
Yeah.
So these aren't just random people that are like, hey, we need more friends in our group. No. It's a closed group, which means nobody else can enter until we are done with our study, and then we can reassess the group and see if we want more people or if people are leaving or, you know, people moving on to a different stage of life or whatever. But yeah, we got asked when we did for a very specific reason that only God knew, and I'm so happy he did.
Amen.
Because it'd be bumpy, it'd be rocky.
So be it.
So be it, God.
Yes.
All right, so is that wrapping up episode 3?
It's probably wrapping up episode 3. Yes.
And we will see where this week takes us as far as episode 4.
Yeah.
But we are going to stay consistent.
No clue what episode 4 will be about.
No idea.
Or look like. The wall could be different.
Maybe. I mean, I like it.
There's no telling.
There's no telling.
What's next?
We will have to be in deep thought and prayer about it.
I guess we'll just have to listen to find out.
Yeah, because we have no idea. But we will once we get started with episode 4. There will be an episode 4. Probably this week we'll film another one. Okay. So this one will be released soon, and then we'll get to the next one.
Yeah.
And thanks for being super patient with us.
Yeah.
Thanks for listening. Nobody has to listen.
Yeah.
We could have just gotten like one view, you know what I mean? Our view.
But even if we did, us viewing our video. But yeah.
So that's it. We'll see you next time.
That's all we got for now. Come back and listen in, talk with us, or I guess you can't talk to us.
Well, you can leave comments if you want to hear about specific things.
We'll take that into consideration and pray about it. Yeah,
because ultimately we want to serve others. We want to help others with this podcast. Yeah. This isn't for us.
Yeah. Although I've gotten a lot out of it already.
I was just about to say, like, we've had a lot of, like, challenging questions.
Just, like, even sitting here just talking.
Like, we're growing.
Yeah.
While we help other people are growing, or even just to be seen. Help.
Grow with us.
What?
Grow with us.
Grow with us? Yeah. There you go.
Yeah. It's all good.
That's it, right?
But we'll catch you next time.
Yep. Deuces.
Deuce.